Good afternoon. How you feeling, mate?
No, I'm good, man. Those things.
Very good, thank you. I'm with Simon and I'm with Trevor Sinclair, who I think you know well. Now, Dillian, here's the thing. Yesterday, after we spoke to Fury, we all convened in the theatre at Wembley, and we expected fireworks from you two, from you and Fury. And it was all very calm, and there was a lot of mutual respect flying around. Is that how it really is?
Yeah, listen. There's a code here. There's a warrior code here and a code of honor. Tyson Fury respect me, I respect him. He understands. He can, he said a lot of things. Tyson Fury at the start of fights and camp, he liked to say things to get yourself into camp and motivate yourself and this and the other. But he understands me. He knows me. I've lived with them. He understands. I've been to many camps with them, so he understands what I'm about. He understands my life, so he understands. I don't take crap from no one. So he knows. I'm not the kind of guy that you step to and say certain things to without things turning sour real quick. So obviously he knows Wilder's not a real warrior. Wilder's a strong guy. He can punch whatever. But he knows he's not. He haven't got that real warrior mindset, a real warrior code. So Fury just understand that he can bully him and get on top of him and break him down mentally. But he knows he can't do it with me.
I mean, we all laughed yesterday when Tyson said, of course I know Dillian, and we used to spar, we used to train together, we fought together, we lived together, we even slept together. I mean, the atmosphere, Dillian, it was brilliant. Everybody was just killing themselves laughing. But now it's getting closer. Are you thinking, I've got to do a job on Tyson Fury? Now, if you're going to, how are you going to do it?
I was thinking that yesterday, even though we're laughing and we're thinking, just sort of sheer respect for each other, we already know what we have to do and what it's going to take. He knows and I knows, obviously, like I said, I never had a fight. It's a hard fight. It's a big, massive fight. But trust me to be unlucky enough to get one of the hardest fights for the world title. Everyone else had the easy fights for the world title. I got one of the hardest ones for the world title. But that's my luck. That's my life story. That's how it's always been. So, I'm ready for it, man. I'm ready as I can be. I'm ready for it.
A lot's been made, Dillian, and I'm not going to make any more of it about you're not appearing at certain things, and I of the mindset that you're contractually obliged to tend the way in and get into the ring. Right? But behind all that, has it been building up in your mind a series of resentments that will fuel you in terms of maybe people maligning you? I mean, I don't think your lawyer was great, but that's a different discussion. But the way that you've been handled,
that's your opinion. Like,
of course it is. Of course it is.
But hold on, let me stop you because one thing, no disrespect, but you like to say a lot of things and like the thing, but sometimes you need to relax. Understand?
I'm very relaxed, mate.
Yeah. But yeah, sometimes you like to go on and say this and say, listen, there's two sides to every story.
Indeed.
Don't just listen to what things they say or how things look. Sometimes Mala is a professional. Say whatever you want about him in professional. You got my best interest at hand. He doesn't work for Queensberry or Frank Warren. You understand? So he needs to look after me. Don't think because one thing was said and one thing was made. Sometimes people need to understand the whole story before they... And you see, now I showed up. Now I'm working. Now I'm here. Now I'm doing all this because...
Absolutely.
Eventually things was agreed that wasn't agreed officially. Frank Warren said, it's disgraceful. Then you guys are saying, it's disgraceful.
But that wasn't my point, Dillian. My point was...
Yeah, listen. Let me talk, okay? Let me talk. You let's have a lot to say. Let me talk. So people need to understand and realize that, listen, hear the whole thing out. Know what kind of fight I am. Know what kind of person I am. If I'm not showing up, I'm not working. I've had 7 pay-per-views. I've had more pay-per-views than Tyson Fury has. You understand? And I've worked them all. I've been professional. Whenever I need to come into the talkSPORT studio, I come in. I work. Whenever I need to interview, I come in. I do the things. But when things isn't right, I'm not going to do things when they're not giving me tickets to my mum and other little things like that. It's just the little things that was annoying me. That's why...
No, I understand, mate. But my question was, behind all that, whilst you kept yourself to yourself, which is your business and your choice, right? There's no judgment from me there, right? My question was, has it been building up a spirit inside you where you become very galvanised? You think that I'm going to fight a certain way out. I resent certain things, so I'm going to take it out in the ring.
No, I'm a professional. And this is just part and parcel of the game. You understand? I knew from the minute Frank Warren ran the press bid, I'll be up against it. Up until I get in the ring, until the 12th bell, if it goes to the 12th, I'm going to be up against it. I'm not under no illusion, and that's why I made the decision that, listen, if things is not where I need it to be, I'm not going to overwork and push the boat out unless... Because this ain't just a Tyson Fury roadshow. This is the Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte road.
I agree. And we made that point yesterday as well.
We have to dance to the same tune, and then
sure.
I don't dance to no one's tune. I'm a savage. I'm an animal. I don't dance to no one's tune. I'm a predator. You understand? I don't dance to no one's tune.
Dillian, we've got that now. Together. About 48 hours out now, Dillian. Everything's kind of agreed now, isn't it? Are you happy with the purse split? Are you happy with things like that?
No, I'm not happy with the purse split. I'm not happy with the purse split because listen, as manager challenger and WBC interim world champion, I'm allowed. By right, I should be getting 45%, 40% minimum.
What, you're getting 20? You're getting 20?
Yeah, but this is boxing. You understand? This is boxing. Obviously, we need the fight. I didn't want to, because they was trying to say, if you don't agree with this, we're gonna run off and whatever. I need the fight. I need the opportunity. It's about the opportunity. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of people didn't understand it. So they're like, you should be happy with this. You should be happy with that. This and the other. No, here is a lot's gone on. I've fought. I've risked my position. I've done what the WBC asked of me, but. This is life. You don't cry about stuff like that, It was never about the money and the split. It was always about the small principle things. You understand? Because I'm a man of principle. I respect everyone. I respect you do the same thing. If you don't respect me, then when you see me, maybe you have a problem.
Dylan, listen, you just mentioned there, this is the toughest world title fight. A lot of other fighters get easy ones. You're getting half the purse. Are we going to see the best Dillian Whyte in there 2 nights from now?
I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, and I'm willing to leave it all in the ring. I do that in any fights anyway. Every single fight I have, I try and go the extra mile. In the Joseph Parker fight, I was ahead, but I didn't care if I was ahead. I was trying to knock him out in the last round, and then I ended up walking into one. So, I could have easily gone and tried and survive and box. And even after I got knocked down, I was still trying to fight to the latter stages. So, that's my thing. I always try and press the fights. I try and do the best I can do, man.
Despite the fact you think I have a lot to say, I've been actually a massive advocate of yours because I think you've been badly treated. I think you having to wait for the time that you had to wait to get a shot. I also felt and argued with Frank on your behalf about the distribution. The fact that Frank bid the most money gives you a smaller percentage of a bigger pot, so maybe it evens out of a longer game. But how do you win this fight, mate? I spoke to Tyson yesterday. He says, well and good what he brings, but when I start sticking a straight jab in his face and he ducks underneath it to get out of the way, I'm gonna hit him with a right uppercut. If he gets out of the way of that, I'm gonna hit him with a left hook. How do you deal with Tyson Fury with a range, with a movement, with a size? He's 6'9". He's probably one of the biggest guys you've fought. How do you deal with him, mate?
I just got to deal with him by doing what I got to do. He's a big guy. His head moves, his body moves, his head moves, his feet move. Body doesn't move. Sometimes being big can also be a disadvantage as well, And I'm a fighter, I'm a warrior, I'm a survivor and a grinder, so I'll find a way. And I don't care. If I got to hit you in your knees and your elbows, I don't care. As long as I'm landing something, that's all that matters. I will land whatever I got to land. And also, back to you. Thanks for obviously being an advocate as well, and obviously speaking on my behalf. I thank you, I respect that. I'm a fair guy. What you do is fair. I'll be fair to you as well. But obviously, sometimes in the moment, things are said and people say things. So I was picking up on the things that were said, but I will always give you credit for the good things they say because you don't need to say them about me. So thank you on that behalf as well. But I just need to go and do what I do and have extreme self-belief in myself. I can't worry about what Tyson Fury is doing. Tyson Fury is great. Tyson Fury. Then once you start doing that, you lost half the battle already. So I need to focus on what I need to do.
Dillian, I wanted to ask you, mate, have you dreamt this week? Have you had a moment on your own that you've visualised your arm being raised by the referee at the end of it?
No. I'm one of these guys where I'm calm, I'm chilled, I'm relaxed, I'm smiling and stuff. And then when it's go time, within seconds, everything just comes. Boom. And then I lock in and that's it. But up until then, I just train. I try not to, because it's a big fight. It's my biggest fight. It's my first world title fight. Sometimes people can get lost in the build-up, the pressures, the stress, the media, this. I've seen it happen before. So I just try and take, and then my mindset in life is I take every day as it comes. I don't think, oh, wow. I'm not thinking about Sunday. I'm not thinking about what I'm going to do after, what if I win. I'm just thinking about Saturday night, and that's it. Nothing else. Nothing else matters to me in my life now apart from that.
Do you think, is he the complete boxer, Fury? Is he the complete fighter? Does he have a weakness? And if so, where is it?
You know what? Fury is a very good fighter, but also we don't know his body scoping. He's a giant. Giants age a lot faster. Giants have a lot of joint problems, a lot of problem with their body. You know what I mean? A lot of elbow problem, a lot of knee problem. Giants suffer from a lot of dysmorphia and other things. So we don't know where he is. You know, we don't know where he is, what's going on. We don't know if the fights, not even the fights, the training camps, the last few training camps, a while, I might have taken a lot of him. Not the fights, because the fights is just 12 rounds and that's it. In camp, you do 12 rounds 3-4 times a week. You know, so we don't know what it is.
Are you prepared for? He thinks you're going to jump on him. He thinks your way of winning this fight is to jump on him, and you're not going to divulge your game plan. But are you prepared for all eventualities? I mean, I know you've got the engine because you've been 12 rounds on a number of occasions.
My main thing in this fight is to be adaptable.
Yeah,
it's to always be able to adapt and anticipate as well. And because by doing those two things, I can always not second guess, but first guess, try and set stuff up, try and offset him, try and be on the goal before he try and. I just got to be able to make decisions quickly at high speed, basically, you know what I mean? At a high danger speed, you know? And that's the key to this, to the victory for this fight for me. It's not about what he does. It's just having that mindset. Boom, okay, he's doing this. All right, I need to change this, you know what I mean? And be able to pick up the tails that he's given.
You seem very relaxed, Dillian. I thought you were a little tight yesterday, and it might be just because you're walking into an environment where you hadn't been party to build up for the last couple of weeks. But you seem very loose and calm and very together today.
No, listen. I come there prepared for all eventuality.
Yep.
If he's calm, I'm calm. If he wants to go off, I will go off. You can't go into a press conference with Tyson Fury and his dad and loads of people that follow him thinking, yeah, it's all peace, it's all calm. No, you have to go there with your mindset saying, if it goes off, I'm ready to swing. If it's calm, I'm respectful because that's who I am. That's who I am. And that's what people get caught up because sometimes you can't be a firefighter and run into a building thinking, you know, you might go in there and the roof collapse.
Fine one. Dillian, here's Trevor, who you know well. Trevor Sinclair's got a final point for you. Here you go.
Listen, over the last, 10, 15 years, I've seen the way you train, the way you prepare. To me, you look like you're just becoming more professional. Due diligence, attention to the detail is getting better and better and better. Obviously, you're tapering your training now. Is the calmness that you're starting to show and portray during this build-up, is that because no stone is unturned and you feel comfortable and confident you're going to win this fight?
You know what, man? I just do what I know to do. I don't know about all that. I'm like this, listen. I see myself as a normal person. I'm no one special. I'm not a king. I'm not this. I'm that. I'm just a normal guy like everyone else. I just take it as it comes, bro. I don't have a plan or a strategy, this and that. But I just learn. I get more experience. I understand more in life. I've been through things and I'm getting older and I'm understanding stuff and stuff is falling into place naturally because of the groundwork I did when I was younger and everything. And I understand that you do things different ways, you know?
Mm-hmm. Dillian, you know how you said Simon's got a lot to say for himself. He's going to be there with me on Saturday.
Yeah, no, listen, I'm cool. Listen, I'm a respectful guy. I'm not a bully. I don't try and be, you know, some guys heavyweights, they try and be bully. I'm not like that. I just want to have good respect with the people. I don't care about whatever. Listen, you don't need to like me to respect me. You don't need to, you know, exactly. It's true. And that's who I am. I ain't got a problem with no one. Listen.
Sammy, what do you want to say to Dillian? What do you want to say to Dillian as we finish off?
I mean, if he's listened to me talk about him, he knows I believe he's earned the right for this shot. He's right. He's taking the hardest pathway. If he wins this fight, it'll be a fantastic achievement. He'll well deserve it. He well deserves to be in there. All this crap about the fact that it's a done conclusion. It will be a difficult fight. I am picking Tyson for it, but he's a real fighter. He deserves to be there, and I'm looking forward to him doing a credit to himself. And if he comes up with a world title, fabulous. Chizora's picking you. He's put 100 quid with me on it. Chizora's picking you to knock him out.
Thank you.
Dillian,
thank you.
Top man, thanks for joining.
He fought Fury twice, and he fought me twice, so Derek knows.
There
you go.
He does.
Dillian, have a nice Thursday lunchtime, and all good luck to you on Saturday night, my friend.
Thank you.
All good luck to you.
Well done.